Hey, babe. So I have asked you to come here. I kind of wanted you to come and give your feedback and your commentary. So, welcome to Wisdom Speaks Life again.
Thanks, babe.
God has had me in this rhythm of sort of sharing my testimony of my life and different things that I've experienced and gone through, good and bad.
Right.
And a lot of it is sort of hard hitting, a lot of it is deep. I'm healed from it, but God has me at this time where He wants me to share a lot of the things that I've gone through. And I know that you and I have talked about that because I always sort of run things by you before I just release a testimony that has something to do with, some form of violation or something that I experienced that was not a good thing.
Right.
Because first of all, you already know all these things, but because you're my husband, I always talk to you about it and say, babe, how do you feel about me sharing this? Because we're one now.
Right.
And I just thank you for being on board with what God has already, shown me. And you're like my biggest cheerleader, and you're so supportive, and you're just heaven sent. So thank you for being that person that is not only willing to allow your wife to share with the world details that may not necessarily be comfortable for you to hear. So during some of the sharing of the testimony, I've had some incredible feedback, like feedback from people, emails, hundreds of emails and DMs every single solitary day of people talking about how the testimonies have been blessing them and how they can relate and how they are being healed through hearing things that I've overcome in life and seeing where God has brought me to, how far God has brought me from. So, but then there are also people who are of the mindset that, well, you're married and you shouldn't be sharing those types of details. And how does your husband feel about this? I've gotten those specific questions. How does my husband feel about me sharing things of a sexual nature when I was younger, or even a younger woman? And I wanted you to sort of speak to that, babe.
First of all, I want to applaud you, babe, for having the courage to share what you've gone through with the world, with the community, with the Speech Life community. It's not easy to do.
No.
And I think a lot of times, a lot of people don't realize what it takes to come to grips with what you've dealt with over time, and then come to terms to say, now I'm going to speak out about it. So for those to dismiss it, not be empathetic about it, it just shows you, where they are in their lives.
Yeah.
Because experience is the best teacher.
Amen.
And so with that experience that you experienced, it came to a point in time to where there was no need to hold it in.
Right.
And you sharing it with Wisdom Speech Life community and those who you sharing it with, it helps those who have also gone through what you've gone through, babe.
Yeah.
And so, again, my heart goes out to you as my wife. The courage that you have to stand in front of and say, this is what I went